Johnny Harris is the master when it comes to map animation. If you have seen any of his documentaries, you know exactly what I'm talking about. In this video, we will learn how to create this beautiful animation which I saw in one of his recent videos. This is going to be an ongoing series, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. We are going to create this simple but beautiful animation. You can use it in any place where you want to show two provinces. Let's start with a new comp. We'll name it as map 1. Keep the duration as 5 seconds and press OK. Let's add the map to the timeline. You will find all the resources in the Discord community. We are going to divide this into two parts. So let's take 2 copies of this. You can press Ctrl D twice. We'll name this as map red. And for the top one, we'll name it as map blue. Now we have to create a mask around this. For that, click on the layer and select the pen tool from the top or press G. Now starting from here, wherever you want to create a curve, you can long click and then stretch it like this. And close the mask. Now let's do the same for the blue map. Click on the layer. We already have the pen tool selected. Let's make the first point over here. Drag it like this. Make sure that you are on the road. And let's close the mask. Perfect. While creating the mask, in case you get a sharp edge and you want to make it curve, you can long click on this and select the convert vertex tool. Now if you click on any point, it will turn into a curve. I'm doing Ctrl Z for now. With this, we have added mask to both the layers. By the way, if you're new here, I've just released a complete After Effects masterclass. It's a 5-hour project-based premium course designed to take you from zero to hero. Make sure to check it out. Now let's work on the path which is in the middle. Unselect all the layers on the timeline. Again, select the pen tool. Let's make the first point over here. And let's create a path like this. Give it a proper curve. This looks good to me. Click on the layer, press enter. Let's name it a dotted line. Click on the stroke. Let's keep it white and increase the stroke width to 35. Now let's take a copy of this, pressing Ctrl D, and we'll name it as black path. Let's keep this layer below the dotted line. Now click on our dotted line and click this small drop down on the left. Click on add and select trim path. Open this drop down. Over here we have the end property. If you make changes to the end property, you can see the line is going from 0 to 100. So let's make this 0, add a keyframe over here. Now take the player to 3 seconds and make this 100. This will give us a motion like this. Now let's make the line dotted. Scroll up and click on the drop down next to shape and then click on stroke 1. Over here you have the dashes property. Click twice on the plus icon. This will give you the dash as well as the gap. Let's increase the dashes. You can keep it around 40 and let's increase the gap. Let's keep it around 25. Yeah, this is looking much better. But right now this line has no motion. To add a motion, let's add a offset. Take the player to the start and add a keyframe in offset. Now take the player all the way to the end. If you make the offset positive, you can see the lines are going from the right to the left, but we want the lines to start from over here and be in a constant motion from left to the right. For that, let's change the value and keep it around -200. Let's see this. This is still happening very slow. So let's do one thing. Let's go over here, click on this. We'll make it -300. This is much better. Now let's work on the black path. You come up, click on this and press U. Now click on the black path and let's unhide it. Go to stroke and let's make this 150 and change the color to black. Click on the layer and press T and let's decrease the opacity to around 85. Now click on the drop down, click on add and add a trim path. Again click on this drop down. Now similar to a dotted line, let's add keyframes. And click on the dotted line and press U. Select this keyframe, press Ctrl C. Now click on the end property. Make sure that your player is at the start and press Ctrl V. Now you can see both the layers are flowing in sync. Perfect. Now select all these 4 points and press F9. Now click on the graph editor. In case you don't see something like this, click over here and select edit speed graph. Now select this point and drag this towards the middle. Again select the first point and drag it towards the middle. Create a steep mountain like this. Again click on the graph editor to close it. Now if I play this, we'll get a smooth motion like this. But I don't want the line and the path to come at the same time. So let's do one thing. Let's select these keyframes and offset them by 2 frames. This way the path will follow the line. Perfect. We are done with the path. So let's press Ctrl A and U to close all the layers. Now let's work on these 2 sections. First click on the red map. Let's add a tint to it. We're going to click on this and change the color to red. Reduce the amount of tint and keep it around 70%. The next effect that we are going to add is linear vibe. We are using this so that we can spread the color from this side till over here. But in case you want to make this happen from the middle, then there is another way. You will click over here and press M. This will open up the mask property. Again, click on the drop down. Over here, you have mask expansion. So in case you make this like -600, the color has completely vanished. Now if you decrease this, you can see that the mask is expanding. So in case in any of your project, you want it to happen from the middle, then you can use mask expansion. For now, let's keep it 0. We're going to add linear vibe. Select the layer and search for linear vibe. This tool where I'm searching it is called as FX Console. This is a free plugin that you can download easily from this website. Let's click on linear vibe. If you increase this to 100%, this transition is vanishing. So this will be our starting point. We want the linear vibe to happen from left to right. So at the start, it should be 100%. Add a keyframe. Now go to 3 seconds and make this 0. Perfect. But right now, the direction is not correct. We want this to happen from this side till over here in the right. For that, we'll need to change the vibe angle. Right now, it is set to plus 90 degrees. Let's change it and keep it minus 90 degrees. Perfect. This is looking much better. And finally, let's increase the feather and keep it all the way to around 700. This will give us the smooth edges. Awesome. We'll make this smooth so that it is in sync with this line. But before that, let's add the same effect to the blue map. Let's click on tint, copy this, go over here and paste it. Let's change the color and keep it blue. This is too dark, so we'll keep it around 53. Again, let's add the vibe, linear vibe. Let's keep it minus 90 degrees. Go to the start. At this point, it should be 100%. So add a keyframe. Let's keep the feather same as the red map, 700. Go to 3 seconds and let's make this 0. Awesome. Now click on both the layers and press U. Now select all these keyframes and press F9. Go to the graph, select this point and bring it towards the middle. Again, select the first point and bring it towards the middle. Close it. As you can see now, the path and the colors are in sync. Let's select all the layers, pressing Ctrl A and press U. Now let's add the text. Click over here. I'm going to add the word India on the top. Press Ctrl A. In the character, let's increase this. We'll keep it around 185. Double click over here. Let's change the color and keep it light blue. I'm going to use the font as Impact. Now take a copy of this by pressing Ctrl D. You can drag this down. Again, double click on it and you can write Pakistan. Double click over here. Let's change the color and give it light red shade. It will look something like this. Now let's animate both of them. Select both the layers and press T to open up the opacity property. Take the player to 3 seconds. Click on the stopwatch icon. Now go to 2 seconds and make this 0. Select the keyframes and press F9. Perfect. So this will add a smooth fade-in effect to the text. Now let's work on the final part where we will make this animation 3D. Right click over here. Sometimes it can happen that you don't have any space over here. You can go to the top, new and add camera. Don't make any changes over here. Keep the preset at 50 mm. We'll just name it as camera and press OK. We'll need a camera controller as well. So let's add a null object. Again go over here and let's add a null object. We'll name it as camera controller. Make all the layers as 3D. You can just drag it like this. Now using the pick connect our camera to the controller. We are going to keep it super simple. Just click on the layer, press S and holding shift, again press on R. Take the player to the start. Add a keyframe in scale and orientation. Now go to the end to 5 seconds. At this position, we can zoom in. Let's keep it around 85. And for the orientation, this is your x-axis. Let's turn it and keep it something like this. Again select all the keyframes and press F9. As we have changed the orientation of the image, let's also change it for a text. Simply select these keyframes and copy it. Now go to the text and press R. Click on orientation, take the player to the start and paste it. Let's do the same for the India. Click over here, press R. Click on orientation, take the player to the start and paste it. Perfect. Now select Ctrl A and press U to close all the layers. Now finally, to add some depth to the composition, let's add a vignette effect on top. This time we'll create an adjustment layer. Go to layer, new and click on adjustment layer. When you add an adjustment layer on top and then add effects to this, all those effects or presets impact the entire composition. So click on this and search for vignette. We'll just increase this amount value and keep it around 140. Awesome. Now let's see the final result. Beautiful. Thank you guys for watching the tutorial. Let me know in the comments what you would like to learn in the upcoming tutorials. I will see you next time.